Hello, vinyl community. It's time for another quick and dirty video. This is my second record store day video. Got a stack of records here that I didn't show in the previous video. In that one, I was just kind of focusing on my disappointment in the defective album I purchased. So be sure and check out that video. Anyway, let's get right down to it. First, very quick. Got this at Target for $5. The Doors movie on Blu-ray. Wow, nice deal. I did pick up several free publications at the record store. They usually have, a couple of those there. My first actual record store that I went to was Mad Platter. And this is a bag from their sister store, Rhino Records. So, kind of fun to have that anyway. All right, now let's get down to it. I have my little notes here because I want to try and give you some information this time. All right, so this first album from 1978, it's basically soft rock. I think they might be considered one-hit wonders, but this is their debut album from 1978. Supposed to be pretty good, actually. So they're best known for their song "Baby Come Back," and this guy here, he does. Let's see, his name is Ron Moss. He does. He plays the bass and does, I think, mostly backing vocals, and he's actually better known for his role on the daytime soap Bold and the Beautiful. So I don't think he's on there anymore, according to the wife, but yeah. So that's an interesting note there. But the band Player, their self-titled 1978 release. Then we have Moon Martin. This is new wave, and this is his second album from 1979. It's supposed to be his best album. He actually had several, I believe, and yet I had never heard of him until I picked this up, and I picked it up solely based on the cover. And these were from the $1.99 bin, by the way. So he's basically compared to Elvis Costello. So, gives you a general idea of his kind of music. Then we have the Radiators, and this is New Orleans. Another interesting cover that caught my eye. This is, and actually this one and the next one make me think of my vinyl community friend Dave, the Vinyl Kaleidoscope. And he kind of... I believe several times he's shown roots rock, so this is considered roots rock, kind of along the lines of Blues Traveler and Train. This is their fourth album from 1987, and it's also supposed to be their best album, so that should be an interesting listen. Another roots rock, and this one actually, I guess, goes a little bit into rockabilly as well, which you can kind of tell by his look there. This is Colin Winsky, Rock Therapy. I believe he only had a couple albums. This one was his debut album from 1980, and AllMusic gave it 4.5 stars, so it's supposed to be good. I love me some Tanya Tucker. One of my favorite female country singers. Country rock. Depending on the album, some of them lean a little more towards rock, and I think probably her older ones lean definitely more towards country. But this is her, let's see here, 1976 release, her sixth album. She has a lot of albums, She's been making music for a long time, so she's one of my favorites. Yeah, So that's that one. Then we have Lee Ritenour, some smooth jazz, guitar jazz. This is his fifth album from 1978. AllMusic gave it 2.5 stars. So, I have low expectations for it, but, what the critics think isn't necessarily true. So, it's subjective. There's that one. This one my wife would call Raunch Rock. Foghat, and this is In the Mood for Something Rude. And the last one that I mentioned was called The Captain's Journey. Lee Ritenour, The Captain's Journey. Anyway. I think I forget to mention the titles. Anyway. But you can probably read it anyway. Yeah, so basically, sort of, where are we? Sort of boogie rock, hard rock. This is their 12th album from 1982. And AllMusic gave it 3 stars, so which is probably about right. They're just fun music to listen to. Nothing like mind blowing, certainly. Now this one, I was surprised by AllMusic's low rating of it. They give it 2 stars actually. Robert Palmer, Heavy Nova, most famous for the definitely overplayed song, Simply Irresistible, but catchy. Yeah, but for the rare person that doesn't know Robert Palmer, basically he's most known for his soft rock, but he also does some blue-eyed soul as well. This is his 10th album from 1988, and yeah, I have a little collection of his records going. All right, so that was from Mad Platter. The next 2 are from Groovers, which was actually my intended stop, but I figured, I'm just gonna see if there's a long line at Mad Platter, and since I went in the evening, there was no line. So, yes, this is a country band, which usually in country music it's solo artists, so it always intrigues me when there's an actual band, country band. So this is Atlanta, their album Pictures. It's supposed to be very, very good. Basically country pop or urban cowboy for us city slickers, I guess. This is their first album from 1984, and it's supposed to be their best album. They're compared to the Oak Ridge Boys, so there's that. And the last one, there was actually one other record that I picked up at Groovers, but I discussed that in a previous video because of the defect, and maybe you already saw that video, I don't know. Anyway, but this one, and this I give credit to Craig Vinyl. Be sure and check out his channel. He's a new and upcoming channel, and yeah, he showed this and I was like, whoa. So for $5, definitely the most other than the Record Store Day release I bought, this was the most expensive one, which $5 is nothing. So, and after Craig Vinyl had shown this, I figured, I have to get it because, all right, it's Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. First of all, it's Roberta Flack, love her. Second of all, Killing Me Softly, I love that song. I love it. But then, I call him Craig Vinyl, but I guess he's just Craig, but his channel is Craig Vinyl. So Craig was showing this album and revealed the very unusual packaging. So she's sitting behind the piano. And then she's standing. Isn't that clever packaging? See? Totally sitting behind the piano there. And you move these over, or open these. She's standing there singing. And you see the other side of the piano. Just, Wow. Oh, that's awesome. This one isn't as in as good condition as his was, but um, yeah, you know what? For $5, I don't care. And the vinyl itself is in very good condition. So, thrilled, thrilled to have found this so quickly after having seen his video. So thank you, Craig, for showing this record. You inspired me to hunt it down. And the vinyl gods were smiling down upon me because it didn't take long at all to find it. So, anyway, there you go. That was my record store day. Other than the record store day release I picked up, which you'll see in the previous video, is the Animal Tracks, a 10-inch EP. Yeah, so be sure and check that out, and I'm going to have a follow-up video basically letting you know more specifically what came of it. So, all right, well, there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and sorry this wasn't quicker than it is, but, you know, it was record store day, so, you know. Plus, I have a dog down here crying now. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.